Good morning. Today is June the 20th. I hope everyone had a great Juneteenth. Happy Friday. It's 8:08 Central Standard Time, 9:08 Eastern Standard Time, so the market's about to open soon. I'm going to clear my SPX chart and we are going to do a top down. Alright? So I am going to mark my last structure points, my last high, and my last higher low. Now I'm going to come down to my weekly. And in my weekly, I'm looking for my structure point over here. See price hit this push up, pull back, push up, pull back, and push up. So here, alright, then I'll come down to my daily. And this is a pullback on the daily. So here, okay? So these are my most two important areas that I'm going to pay attention to. Price is currently over here. I have a fair value gap over here, so I'm going to mark up this fair value gap. And I see 2 points of rejection right here and right here. So I'm going to mark up that trend line. And now I'm going to come down to my 4 hour. And as you can see, price just came through the trend line. Now it's making its way back up. I'm going to tighten up my trend line some. Here. Alright, now up in here, I see an inversion and a fair value gap here, which is a balanced price range. I'm going to mark up the inversion. Okay. And as you can see, this is the area that price just left. Alright, and then I have this gap here. I want to mark that off because it looks like price respected this area also, which it did. As you can see, it hit over here, 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 here. So price is just making its way back to that area. Alright, now we're going to go to the hourly time frame, and on the hourly we have a trend line this way. We got rejection, rejection, rejection. Alright, so price just broke and gave us a little retest on the trend line. Alright, and my hourly structure was this impulse to this correction, and all of this is the continuation. I'm going to put my fib back up here. Alright, so price is making its way up here to the 618. It's just taking the long route. sorry, I want these blue lines off my chart. I'm going to remove the sessions. It always takes me a minute to remember where something is. It's 8:14. We got 16 more minutes. Okay, I can't figure it out at the moment. Okay. Come back down to our hourly. Now we come down to our 30-minute, and within this space here, let's see if we can find another fair value gap. Alright, I'm going to take this gap here. Alright, I'm just coming over to see if price respected this area, and it did. So let's go back to current time. Let's see. Still 96 points. We'll mark off this gap here. Okay, this gap was respected too. That one's a little bit better. A little bit closer. It's only 22 points, but it's reasonable for SPX. Alright, I'm going to put my RSI MACD indicator back on here. Currently, we are overbought, so we definitely want to see price come back into our purple range. I would love to get a buy here from this fair value gap. So let's see if price can pull back. And then this will be a better TP at 45 points. There's some liquidity here too. Right here. They're pretty equal. Let's see, it's overbought on the hourly also. And the 4 hour. But since SPX is a bullish pair, that overbought thing, let's see if it works. GU looks like it's about to sell. Let's come to our fair value gap here on the daily. It's at a daily fair value gap. It's at 50% of the indicator on the daily. It's at a high on the RSI, kind of made our double top here, that M. On the 4 hour, and then the 1 hour looks like it's making a lower high. Alright, so we got our double top here, and now it looks like it's making a lower high. To go lower, probably come back into this gap here on the hourly. Alright, we got 10 more minutes to work it open. And it is pushing up. So definitely just gonna wait though. And we shall see what happens. Alright, we got some news over here. Wall Street set to open higher with Trump's Middle East decision in focus. Futures up, Dow is up 28%, S&P is up 26%, Nas is up 29%. Accenture beats third quarter revenue estimates. Crypto stocks rise as Bitcoin prices soar. Wall Street was headed for a higher open on Friday, tracking strength in global stocks after President Trump held off from making an immediate call on U.S. involvement in the Israel-Iran war. As hostilities between the two Middle Eastern countries approach their second week, the White House said on Thursday Trump will decide in the next 2 weeks whether the U.S. will get involved on Israel's side. Markets have been on edge as Trump has kept the world guessing on his plans, veering from proposing a swift diplomatic solution to suggesting the U.S. might join the fight as Israel aims to suppress Tehran's ability to build nuclear weapons. A senior Iranian official told Reuters Tehran was ready to discuss limitations on its uranium enrichment, but zero enrichment will be rejected, especially now under Israel's strike. Okay. So we don't know if we're going to get involved in the war, and it's definitely just pushing up. We need some type of pullback to get in. Seven minutes until market opens. These are some strong bullish candles. Okay, there's another fair value gap here on the 1 minute right on the trend line. Then there's a gap here also, so not sure where it's gonna go. Alright, so you see on the RSI prices pulling down. There's a little gap here. Just get my buy position ready. I'm gonna risk the 14 points and get in before market open. We got 3 minutes to market open. And I risked the 14 points just because market is pushing really fast. When market opens, it might just continue to just skyrocket versus giving a pullback. So I got in on this minute pullback here. It's 8:27. I'm gonna move this in profit. Let's move it here. It's 8:28. We got a minute, 12 seconds left till market open. Alright, I got stopped out at 6:43. And we'll see if I'll take another position. for a second till market opens. Get my position ready again. Alright, it's 9:30. Alright, see, we're getting our pullback on our indicators also. There's a gap here. Price came back, looks like here. Alright, I'm in. I like how that candle closed. It's 26-point stop loss. We got 3 minutes on this 5-minute candle. Let's go back down. It's fighting like it still wants to pull back some more. We still got 2 minutes left in this candle. For 1 minute left on this 5-minute candle. This is stop loss. I have one more trade and then I'll be done. Alright. 15 seconds left in this 5-minute candle. See if it closes above the 50% of that zone. Beautifully. Alright. So all of that, it was just the movement of that 5-minute candle. So this was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 candlesticks. And all of this was the movement of that 5-minute candle. We shouldn't have any issue getting the TP. We do have a price balance range here. The 15-minute candle. There's 3 new stories. S&P rises 24.21 points. S&P hit 17-week high. Okay. Alright, we've made it to 50% of that price balance range. We need to get on top of that. Got 7 minutes left on this 15-minute candle. There we go. Gonna move my stop here. It's pushing. It keeps rejecting. I almost just want to kind of take it, but at the same time, we know it's moving bullish. And I did reach, the daily goal was $1,000. Alright, let's get on top of this. Where are we? A minute left in this 5-minute candle. Let's go. And 6 minutes left in the 15. Okay, let's see if it just pushes to our zone now. I'm gonna move it up. Kind of just want to close it because, like I said, the daily TP was $1,000. I'm doing an Apex challenge. You have to do 6 or 7 days anyways before you can pass the challenge. So it's like $1,000 a day. It's currently floating at 1440. Let's move it up some more. If I get stopped out, we'll be done. If not, then we'll just keep trailing it. Nice. So that's 1740. My only thing is this doggone trailing drawdown. So I spoke with y'all on yesterday was Thursday, Juneteenth, so Wednesday was my last live, and we talked about the trailing drawdown on Apex, and I figured out how you can track it. So when we finish this trade, I'm gonna go to Tradevate and show y'all what it says my trailing drawdown is for today. Because remember, they're counting gains that you haven't secured. So right now with price fluctuating, which I think is crazy because in trading, price fluctuates. Like, that's the whole point of trading, right? That's the whole point of the market. You're buying and selling the fluctuations of the price and currency. So them doing that trailing drawdown and unrealized gains, like price keeps going up to 150, but if it comes back and hit my stop loss and profit, of course I'm gonna be negative on my trailing drawdown, which is crazy. Alright, so it looks like we're getting some kind of exhaustion here by looking at these candles. I'm still above daily profit target, so if we get stopped out, alright, we got stopped out, we're going to be done. I'm not getting in another trade. The total was 1512. So I don't know if you saw, but when I was putting it up, I know it was just like 1700. So let's go over to Tradevate. Alright, so on Tradevate, this is my distance to drawdown, okay? So, the drawdown was 3K, the drawdown limit when you get hit. So right now, I'm down $303. $303 on my drawdown. How did I get this? So this little settings tool right here, select columns, and then I added distance drawdown net. You can add all of these, right? Distance to daily loss limit. Let's save it. Come over. You see it's 0 because they don't have a daily loss limit. Dollar open P&L 0. But you can add all of this stuff. So the only thing I was really wanted to see was the account status, the dollar total P&L, and distance to drawdown. Okay, so I'm up 1500. The account is open, and $2,696.90 from hitting that drawdown. So we're going to be done for today. It's Friday, 8:44 Central Standard Time. I love that for us. As you can see, price came back into this gap here. It's coming here, but I'm not going to fool around with it and be on here longer than what I need to be because take profit was hit. Alright. GU is Friday, but this is still 40 points down to this fair value gap. I'm leaving it be. I'm done for today. Hope y'all have a great weekend. Like, comment, subscribe. We will be doing our live markup on Sunday on TikTok, and then I'll post it here to YouTube, and then I'll be back on Monday for our weekly trades. Alright guys, have a great week.